Hello again, everybody. This is Glenn with Best Price Nutrition. Today I want to give you an overview on Cellucor's two new products, C4 Ripped and C4 Mass. For years they've sold the C4 product, the original C4, C4 Extreme, C4 Advanced, whatever you want to call it. That is their pre-workout formula. They decided to go with the popularity of the name C4 and create a fat burner and a mass building product separately using the name C4. So obviously you can tell which is which by the name. So C4 Mass is what I'll go through first. That is their mass building formula. It's not a weight gainer. It's not going to do that. But it's supposed to support muscle building or mass building. Going through the ingredients here, the Cellucor blend, there's 27.5 grams. So each serving is 27.5 grams of carbs. So if you're somebody who wants to avoid carbs, you're dieting, things like that, you're not going to want to take this product. But if you're looking for putting mass on, extra carbs can support that. So the blend is polydextrose, fructose, dextrose, sucrose, and they also have micronized creatine monohydrate. When you look at the ingredients panel, the carbohydrates are actually listed at 25 grams. This blend is 27.5 grams, so you could potentially say that the creatine is around 2.5 grams, which is almost at that 3 gram level. Should be sufficient enough, especially because it's taken with carbohydrates to give you, a full day serving of creatine. So that's good. Next ingredient, beta-alanine, 1.6 grams. Beta-alanine should be taken at about 3.2 grams per day, so you're getting half of that, which is nice. A lot of other products in the market contain beta-alanine, so this is giving you a half serving. If you take beta-alanine by itself separately, you're going to get the full effects of it. Or some of your other products might contain beta-alanine, so you'll get a full day serving there. Beta-alanine, much like creatine, you need to build up a saturation in the body, in the muscles, so you need to take it daily, I would recommend, and for a long period of time to really notice the benefits from it. Next, creatine nitrate, 1 gram. This is creatine bonded to a nitrate, so the nitrates are going to help with the pumps. The creatine obviously is going to give you the effects of the creatine. There's 1 gram of that. Next, arginine alpha-ketoglutarate, arginine AKG, it's also called, 1 gram. On paper, arginine increases pumps, but we know that, out in the real world, it just doesn't do that. But still, they put 1 gram inside there. They generally tend to stick with the arginine. It's in a lot of their products, but you're probably going to get more of the benefits from the nitrates than you are from the arginine in the pumps department. Next, explosive energy blend, 371 milligrams. So your energy blend is N-acetyltyrosine. Tyrosine, and it's an amino acid, it can give you some stimulation. Caffeine anhydrous is 150 milligrams, so that's nice that they tell you how much caffeine you're getting. So this isn't a huge dose of caffeine. You could potentially, if you're someone who likes that 400 or 500 milligrams of caffeine, take this with a pre-workout or take this during your workout, because I know a lot of you like those huge doses of caffeine. Then you've got velvet bean, and it's velvet bean and then mucuna purine seed extract standardized for L-DOPA. These are ingredients that will increase your dopamine levels in the body. It can cause a little bit of energy, but increasing your dopamine levels as well. A lot of times you see these in like growth hormone products or sleep products because they're shown to potentially increase growth hormone levels as well. Lastly, Cellucor. You might have also seen it called Teocrine or Teocrine or Theatrim. It's just a standardized, or I should say a trademarked version of this ingredient. The ingredient's actually tetramethyl acid. And this is actually very similar to caffeine, has similar effects to caffeine. Except for in very low doses, this particular product can actually have a sedative effect. But I'm imagining they're putting a high enough dose that actually is going to stimulate you like caffeine. I've heard of people who've taken it by itself. You get a mild stimulation from it, not like caffeine in that 200 milligrams of caffeine is going to feel quite different than 200 milligrams of this. But a lot of times when you combine it with caffeine, it can actually just give you that little extra boost inside there. So there is that. So that's the C4 Mass. Now let's go into the C4 Ripped. C4 Ripped is the fat burning one, or the fat burning C4. Again, they start with beta-alanine, 1.6 grams. So if you were to combine these two, you're getting your 3.2 grams of beta-alanine per day. And then they also throw in that arginine alpha-ketoglutarate inside there. Being in a fat-burning formula or their ripped formula, I'm not sure why, but they put it in there. Like I said, C4 or the Cellucor company tends to like the arginine ingredient. Now here's their ripped blend. This is the blend that's supposed to support weight loss. First ingredient, L-carnitine L-tartrate. Doesn't tell you how much it says. This blend is 1 gram. Generally with L-carnitine L-tartrate you want about 1 gram total, so you're getting a little, could be a lot less than that, but a little less than that. So, you know, to get the full benefits of this, you need to take extra. Carnitine L-tartrate has been shown to increase androgen receptor density. So you hear androgen, you think boosting testosterone, things like that. It's not a testosterone booster, but it can support the effects of testosterone in your body, which is great. Green coffee bean extract. Now going back to the L-carnitine though, they're probably putting it in there because carnitine has been shown in some studies to increase fat flushing from the cell, or increase weight loss, or increase free fatty acid availability, meaning that you can burn it off as energy. But you need a much higher dose than what's going to be inside here to get the full benefits of it. So green coffee bean extract, standardized for chlorogenic acid. I don't know what the standardization is. You generally want about 50%. Let's imagine that there is the 50% in there. This ingredient made popular by the great Dr. Oz, so it can help support a reduced absorption of carbohydrates. So therefore, if you're taking carbohydrates, it can lower the absorption of them, so you're not turning any of those into fat. So that's good. Capsimax, or cayenne, also known as capsicum annuum or annuum, cayenne pepper extract. This has been popular for years. A lot of people think that just by taking, because you're sweating, because it burns, that it's inducing fat loss, and it does. It can stimulate some increase in metabolism. Lastly, Coleus Forskohlii extract. Coleus Forskohlii, forskolin, is all the rage right now with regards to weight loss products. You generally want as high of an extract as you can. You want about a 95%. This doesn't say. I don't know, so they're not using a licensed extract. But all in all, it does, has been shown to increase your metabolism. It actually increases CAMP levels in the body, which can increase energy, burning of fat for energy. Nen, their explosive energy blend, 371 milligrams again, N-acetyltyrosine, 150 milligrams of caffeine, and you got your velvet bean and your cunipurine, standardized for L-dopa. So going through these two, comparing the two, the main difference is C4 mass has the carbohydrates and creatine added to it, okay? So it's supporting mass or muscle building. C4 ripped basically has those removed, and you're adding carnitine, green coffee, cayenne pepper, and Coleus Forskohlii. So there you go, there's the differences. I mean, if you're looking for a weight loss fat burning product, you know, you might want to look into some of their others, because like there's Super HD and things like that, because you're probably looking for more stimulants and stuff like that, I guess I should say. It's not going to be very heavy in a stimulant department, but the nice thing is you're getting a good dose of beta-alanine inside here. So that's nice, and you get a little boost of energy in the gym. So, two different products, C4 ripped, C4 mass. Now you know the differences. What separates them from the regular C4 is regular C4 was their pre-workout formula. Could you take either one of these pre-workout? Yes, of course you could. Could you combine them with the regular C4? You probably could as well. Just again, watch out for the creatine, or the caffeine, I should say. Depending on your tolerance to stimulants, you don't want to go overboard and combine all three and get 500, 600 milligrams of caffeine. You don't want that. So just, you know, if you're tolerant to stimulants, you probably could. I would say just trying one at a time, because you definitely want to see how each one works for you. So I think that just about covers it. I know it's kind of rambling on here, but if you have any more questions, go ahead and post them in the comment section. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up. You can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/BestPriceNutrition. Thank you.